collective reading. And I feel like I owe it to y'all because I haven't really been able to do quickie tarots. And so, um, yeah. So I feel like I owe it to y'all to do a collective read. So we're going to leave it open. I hope everybody's doing okay, doing well. Um, yeah, so I'll be back doing like personal reads. So if you guys have purchased a personal reading during the time of my break, I will start putting out readings on the 9th, which will be next Monday, this coming Monday. However, I'm going to be doing like small personal reads, like quick question reads with Happy Hour Friday. So Happy Hour Friday is tonight, Thursday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The list is open if you guys are interested. Okay, so I'm going to pull, first I'm going to do like some oracle messages first. Just to see what Divine Spirit wants this collective to know at this time. What messages want to come through. Let's see. I feel something with number 3 or like 3 messages, but knowing Spirit, like how God be working, the message will just like kind of puzzle piece itself together as one big message. Hey sis, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Happy Thursday. Happy Jupiter day. All right, so let's see. I'm going to split into three. Okay, I see. Okay. Yeah, there's 3 different messages here. So I'm going to just... Okay, I see. Okay. Okay, for some of you, kind of getting like, some of you guys could be messengers. The path or your path is being a messenger, being a truth speaker. You might deal with a lot of like, with these, not these, it's like swords following behind her. I hope you guys can see. I know my lighting's kind of dim. It could be for some of you, like you deal with like attacks from time to time. You deal with self-doubt, like a lot of thoughts that might try to stop you from walking your path or stop you from the path of being a truth speaker. You might have people that attack you for it, or some of you guys might have dealt with, hey Benita, thank you. Some of you guys may be also dealing with, how do I explain it? Like, if there's something that you want to say, or you might stop yourself, you might think of all of the reasons why you should not. You might think of all the reasons or what people have said to you in the past, and it causes you to self-doubt. That's for some of you. Maybe the other half of you. Not sure if a hedgehog or if this is a porcupine. I don't know whatever. That might be an animal totem to look up. But I'm getting like targeted or something on target. Targeted, or you're on target. It could be an intention. Someone might be a little bit scattered too, like when it comes to setting intentions. Although you do have this wizard here. So some of you guys are tweaking, like fixing something that you're about to launch or manifest. For some of you as like an intention or focus. Some of you guys may feel like it's just not the right time, or it's like you're waiting for something to complete, but it's like it goes through the cycle of where it never really gets done. And I feel like for some of you, it is connected to thoughts. It's connected to maybe what other people have said in the past or are saying, or spiritual attacks. Yeah. The fruits that you're producing, I do feel like for some of you, in order to produce this thing or for it to be fruitful, whatever it is maybe that you are working on. Hey, Envy. How are you, sis? In in order to do this, it's like something with your how you see yourself, how you identify with yourself, how you identify with what you're creating or manifesting, your belief around it. Yes, thank y'all. Please hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, so the truth is, though, it is the right time. I do feel, look, you can't really see this. This is a gate. It's a gateway and it's opening, and there's a boat, and then there's a full moon. So to me, full moons could represent a completion of something or a full revelation or fulfillment of a cycle. So I'm getting like whatever it is that you're thinking that maybe is not the right time. It's too much overthinking, too much over analyzing. Very well something with like your throat chakra as well. Maybe you've been sitting on some type of truth or a book for some of you, something you want to write. So however you want to express yourself, I'm getting for some of you it is written. And the path is open, the gates are open. And for some of you, you are the key to opening something new or initiating something new collectively, or I wanted to say universally, actually. And your ships are about to come in other words, some type of opportunity or way to get you to the next level or get you to the next stage or the next idea. Or it's like this boat represents some type of journey that you're on and it's taking you to the next destination. So this could be leaving old thoughts in the past, old thought patterns, old mindsets, how you view, how you see yourself. Also getting like the magician energy. So for some of you guys might have a North Node in Gemini or Virgo. A life path 3. A 6th house, something with 6th house, or a life path 6 or 9. Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's something with this. It's like merging a marriage, but I don't feel like it's a literal marriage. It's kind of like a commitment or consummating yourself to a cause or your purpose or your path fully. And when you do that, it's like things start to map itself out, start to unfold. Maybe you know what it is that you're supposed to be doing, but you don't know how to get there. Or just getting all spirit needs is your yes, your commitment. Getting like E.T., the movie E.T., a reference from E.T. or something about home. Some of you guys could really be into movies, or maybe you want to be a screenwriter for someone, or an act, something with movies. Like you're really big on movies. It's a picture, like spirit is showing you a picture or is going to show you a picture, almost like it's a film. And it could be like an open vision. It could be a dream, an idea that you have. Spirit's saying to write it down, like document it, because you know how when a thought comes to you, it's never as juicy and as detailed and as vivid as when it first came in. Hey, Ashley. Hey, sis. Hey, Taku. How are y'all? Happy New Year. Yeah, I feel like this is a vision or something that you have. And again, like it's a commitment between you and spirit, your spiritual self, your higher self, to say yes to this vision, even if you don't know how it's going to happen, or in spite of the doubts. And I know that that's a work in progress to really do that, because some of you have to untangle yourself from the web of these different thoughts that are conflicting with your power. You're powerful. You're able to make this happen and bring it about. Yeah. So y'all homework, I would say, is if you feel called to or resonate, look up what a hedgehog or a porcupine means spiritually. Yeah, illusions. E.T. The illusions, the 7 of Cups. It's like Actually, I'm not really seeing this as illusion. It might feel like it, but open vision sometimes they can. It's like spirit will show you a possibility of something that can happen, can come to pass. Um, and then sometimes we doubt it because it seems like it's irrational, it's impossible, and that's why your mind has to be, in that space of balance, in that space of removing. If you know that you have, negative thinking towards certain things or certain goals, you don't believe, it hinders, it delays, denying or being in denial about change or being in denial about something good happening to you. Those come from places of trauma and past experiences where maybe you dealt with something not happening the way that you wanted to, or you feel like nothing ever works out. So it's like this program where you tell yourself, or you have this expectation of it's never going to work out. So you got to remove that illusion so you can see the vision plain and clear. And write it down. Don't forget to write it down. If you dream it, if you see it in an open vision, or you get a download or an idea or something, write it down at that very moment. If it's on your phone, if it's on a piece of paper, if it's in a magazine, like you don't got nothing else to write on, write it down, because at that moment that it's the purest. That seed, that download is the purest. And it's like as you go throughout the day, you'll start to forget some of the intricate details, and you don't want to do that. So you have power with the Four of Pentacles. What are you willing to release? What are you willing to give up and let go of that doesn't serve you? Hey, hey sis, hey honey. Let's see. Yeah, Capricorn energy. If some of you guys have been feeling like you have to let go of something that you held on to that was your security, whether it's, I don't want to say a job because I'm not promoting that you should leave your job unless it's something that you're literally called to and you know that for a fact. It's not something new that I'm telling you. But something where you sat on like this, it's secure to me, whether it's a thought, whether it's a lifestyle change, something where you felt this false sense of security and comfort in that. And it's like something maybe you're unwilling to let go, or it's like the stubborn energy. Maybe you do want to let it go. Maybe you do feel like it's time to, but it's very hard. It's like a, what's the right word? It's like a stronghold on you. I don't know if it's that, but it is a powerful energy. So yeah, it could be a stronghold. Memory, Six of Cups. Yeah. These are stories that we tell ourselves, past experiences that we replay, like an old video recorder. We go back and we watch it over and over in our mind, and it's like some memories may be good and some memories may not. But in this instance, I'm kind of feeling like these are memories that you have to make peace with and let them go, because it's keeping you stuck in a timeline. And I feel like this timeline is like your childhood, a childhood experience, or a series of childhood experiences, or just like something that happened into the past that was very, very pivotal in your belief system, believing in yourself, believing in your goals. The Temperance. Yeah, this spirit is calling you for healing and divine healing. Divine healing. That's what spirit's calling you to right now. A divine healing. Ace of Cups. And then you have this Chalice and the Oracle cards. So when you do that, it's going to be an abundance of clarity. Look at that. All these doves, all these birds can symbolize divine spirit, Holy Spirit rather. Holy Spirit, a peaceful spirit, a directional source, divine direction. And beneath that, looks like somebody's in the belly of the belly of the whale. Jonah, y'all know the story of Jonah in the Bible. He was disobedient. Spirit called him to speak, or to, whatever his assignment was, and he was being disobedient. He didn't feel like people deserved to hear what he had to say, or whatever the case may be. He was being disobedient to what he was guided to do. And he kind of, had to be shaken up. You don't want spirit to do that to y'all. Like where something happens to where you're like, okay, I'm going to listen, but I'm going to plead my case. Like, get me out of the situation because you weren't listening. It's like, you know what I mean? Because Jonah ended up in the belly of a whale and he had to beg his way out. And you know what I mean? You have this dreamy energy. I keep getting dreams. This bed is beneath the ocean. And I just looked up the meaning of jellyfish yesterday. Because because I pulled a card the other day and it had jellyfishes on it, and I wanted to see what the prophetic meaning of that was. And sometimes it can represent blessings, it can represent new opportunities as well, and also being discerning and listening to your intuition. So your dreams are going to be very vivid, especially those of you that don't dream. There's a lot of fish here. So some of you guys could be dreaming of things that you're birthing, that you're about to manifest. Maybe literally a child, but I'm getting more so like things that you're going to birth out, things that you're going to manifest out of you, what wants to be manifested out of you, an abundance of something. Especially if you see a lot of fishes in your dream, like maybe not just one fish, but like a multitude of fish. That represents abundance, an abundance of something, whether it's financial abundance or wealth, or it's an abundance of different blessings in your life, different opportunities. This is things that are birthing out of you over time, because there's a lot of moon references too as well. I'm noticing like things with moons. Pisces season could be very, very, use your discernment around that time. Like, you know, what's coming from source, what's coming from maybe out of my own mind, my own subconscious, things that I've taken in throughout the day, things that people have said. Like, is this coming from a source that I need to take heed to, or more so like take seriously, or is it coming from just gunk, right? So I'm getting a lot of downloads and a lot of dreams during Pisces season, especially with the fish reference, something with Pisces. Yeah, because it's like something about the tail end of last year, 2022, whenever you guys watch this, but getting like you got Scorpio, you got Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Pisces energy. Is something about those timelines that are significant to this message. Yeah. You're building something, but you're not doing it by yourself. It's like you trying to do this by yourself is not going to work in the best of your ability. It's like you're not, you don't have to do it by yourself. You're not supposed to do it by yourself, because it's like when you work in co-creation with the divine source or the universal source, the higher source of all, right? That intelligent source, it's like you have the assistance of not only your earthly physical self and your own physical strengths and talents, but also other people supporting you, everyone playing a role in this story. And behind the scenes, you have your spiritual team that is able to work behind the scenes, work behind the curtain. And everybody, like if you think of it as a movie, everyone on set has their role. You can't play both the director, the producer, the screenwriter, the makeup and whatever crew. Like you have different roles, yes, and so does divine spirit, and so does whoever plays a key role, even the villain. You have to have the protagonist and the antagonist in the movie or in the story. So you're going to have opposition. You're going to have the plot. You're going to have the what is it? The climax. I forgot the different levels. I took theater when I was in junior high, and they taught us like the different parts of a movie or different parts of a play, like what is the main thought or synopsis? What is the climax? What is the major conflict? Who's the protagonist? Who are the antagonists? Like those different parts. And I feel like there's always going to be an element of an adversary or adversaries as well. So don't allow that to trip you up and keep you from completing out what is to be done or what is to manifest in your life. The end of a tough cycle approaches full moon in Capricorn. Interesting. So your commitment is being tested. Remember I was saying, I heard the word consummated. I heard the word commitment, marriage, but I'm getting more like spiritually and connected to whatever this is for you that may resonate. Like, how committed to this are you? How much do you really believe in this or seeing this through? I hope I'm not adding no pressure onto nobody. But yeah, we are currently in Capricorn season. So, hey, could be really putting you to the test of like how committed and to, because Capricorns typically are hard workers as well. They're very structured. They can be very strict sometimes. They're very strict on themselves. Um, Very high expectations and goals, and I feel like you could tap into that aspect of yourself, but not from this place where it's like a harsh, pushy energy, or where you feel this chore like, but almost like you're holding yourself accountable and you're remaining disciplined, like you're reminding yourself as to why, you know, you're going to see this out, or what called you to this in the beginning, or where that passion lies, or that vision that you were given that you can't forget, right? And I feel, and always use your discernment, because not every vision comes from God's source. Not every dream comes from source God. Not every idea or spark sometimes, can come from our own desires that we kind of create and manifest, because our minds are very powerful. Or, on the downside of things, shadow energies. But just use your discernment, especially during Pisces season. If you're watching this around um, where Pisces season is about to approach, or within Pisces season. So just use your discernment and the visions, because you're going to get them. You're going to get some very vivid dreams, especially for those of you. It's going to be alarming to those that do not dream, or at least, because we all dream, or at least remember your dreams. You can't, always recall them, but in this instance, you are. Hey. So, yeah, let's get an advice card, if that wasn't already an advice card. Okay, I'm gonna put these cards back. Oh, hey, your Saturn return was yesterday. A lot of Capricorns. I wanna I'm gonna call it happy rebirth day. I do not want to drop this. I already did. I'm gonna drop something off my table. Okay. I'm gonna use this little book because it's got little animals in here as well. Ooh, okay. Oh, yeah. Look, you got the sun. So you have moon energy, and now you have the sun. So completion, but also illumination, new beginnings, a new spark. I know technically this, like calendar wise, would be technically the new year, but energetically, or not astrologically, but just, what is the right word? Plant, like, I guess, whatever, seasons and things like that. Like, spring more so would represent, as soon as the break of spring, if I'm not mistaken, March is considered actually the new year. At least that's how the ancestors saw it. That would be considered the new year. So when things start to spring forth, start to blossom and bloom, that represents the new. That represents the things that are coming into fruition in abundance. So I feel that in this season right now, with this full moon energy, it's kind of like things being revealed in the dark. So although you're not able to see the full picture, see the full surroundings of the situation, you still have that feminine energy, which is the intuitive side, the subconscious side. You're able to see the revelations and the clarity, even in the dark. So it's more so of leaning on your spiritual guidance, not able to see everything, but still know that things are moving and still happening, and maybe even knowing to some degree what's going on, what's happening, or what you're guided to do at this time. And it also is a period of stillness as well, a period of just being present. And then the sun energy, I feel like this represents the blossoming and the awakening and the movement and the flow, and being able to make sense of what you already got downloaded in the spirit, because everything happens in the spirit first before it becomes a physical thing. So the sun can represent that physical thing, whereas the moon energy represents the spirit of things, right? Or the spirit realm. So let's see what the advice is. Okay, so you have plow. How can I This is funny. How can I deepen trust that my intuition knows the way? And this is the element of wind. We also are in a Mercury retrograde as well. So yeah, the advice or the questions to ask yourself is, how can I deepen trust that my intuition knows the way? So what can you do to deepen that trust that your intuition already knows the way? Is already being guided. So I'm also getting something with these flowers as well. It's back to the nurturing of your commitment, the commitment that you're making to whatever this is, to see it through, to see it progress and to grow. Okay. Like I said, I feel like for some of you, you could be a Gemini North node, like something with your North Star, your path, your purpose, or you have an air sign or element as your North node. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Crow, which is the notice card. And the question is, what can I learn from my observations? So yeah, these are very powerful cards. And not only that, crows or ravens can represent prophecy as well, or a heads up, a warning of some sort. Doesn't have to be like a bad thing, but just like a heads up, pay attention type of energy. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I do hope you guys enjoyed this message and it reaches those of you that it's meant to reach. Do not forget to write down hawks as well. Yes, hawks. Eagles are prophetic as well. I can't forget to mention that. But yeah, much love to you guys as well. I appreciate you guys for watching this video, this message. Don't forget, they love my plants. Don't forget to get your journals or maybe a notepad or something that you can write these things that come to you down. Very important. Do not forget. Like, if anything, if you can remember anything, do not forget to write things down when you first get it. So, you know, it's most pure, it's most clear, most detailed that it can get. So if you kind of like slip throughout the day, you'll kind of forget the details, especially if it's a dream or if you hear something intuitively, you feel a nudge or you're getting a download, right? What your thoughts are, what you're getting. I'm trying to get this net, and it's these bugs getting a little too advanced. Like, they quick. It's like a little net that's driving me nuts. Okay. All right, y'all. Much love as always. Peace.